Book 1, Part 1, From Birth to Parivrajya, Chapter number 10, The Failure of Women to Win the Prince. Having heard these words of Udain, the women, strung to the heart, rose even above themselves for the conquest of the prince. But even with their brows, their glances, their coquetries, their smile, their delicate movements, the girls of the harem did not feel sure of themselves. But they soon regained their confidence through the command of the family priest and the gentle temperament of the prince, and through the power of intoxication and of love. The women then set upon their task and made the prince wander in the woods like an elephant in the forest of Himwant, accompanied by a herd of females. Attended by women, he shone in that pleasant grove as the sun surrounded by Apsara in his royal garden. There, some of them, urged by passion, pressed him with their full, firm bosoms in gentle collisions. Others violently embraced him after pretending to stumble, then leaning on him with their shoulders drooping down, and with their gentle, creeper like arms. Others, with their mouths smelling of spirituous liquor, their lower lips red like copper, whispered in his ear, "Let my secret be heard." Others, all wet with enjoyance, as if giving him a command, clasped his hand eagerly and said, "Perform thy rites of adoration here." Another, with her blue garments continually slipping down in pretended intoxication, stood conspicuous with her tongue visible like the night with its lightning lashing. Others, with their golden ones tinkling, wandered about here and there, showing him their bodies veiled with thin cloth. Others leaned, holding a mango bough in hand, displaying their bosoms like golden jars. Some, coming from a lotus bed, carrying lotuses and with eyes like lotuses, stood like the lotus goddess Padma by the side of that lotus faced prince. Another sang a sweet song, easily understood and with the proper gesticulations, rousing him, self subdued though he was, by her glance, as saying, "How thou, oh, how thou art deluded." Another, having armed herself with her bright face, with its brow drawn to its full, imitated his action as playing the hero. Another, with beautiful full bosoms and having her earring waving in the wind, laughed loudly at him as if saying, "Catch me, sir, if you can." Some, as he was going away, bound him with strings of garlands. Others punished him with words like an elephant's driver's hook, gentle yet reproachful. Another, wishing to argue with him, seizing a mango spray, asked, all bewildered with passion, "This flower, whose is it?" Another, assuming a gait and attitude like that of a man, said to him, "You who are conquered by a woman, go and conquer this earth." Then another, with rolling eyes, smelling a blue lotus, thus addressed the prince with words slightly indistinct in her excitement. "See, my lord, this mango covered with its honey scented flowers, where the bird's kokila sings as if imprisoned in a golden cage. Come and see this Ashoka tree, which come and see this Ashoka tree which augments lovers' sorrow, where the bees make a noise as if they were scorched by fire. Come and see this tilak tree, embraced by a slender mango branch, like a man in white garments, by women decked with yellow unguents. Behold the kurbak in flower, bright like fresh resin juice, which bends down as if it felt reproached by the color of women's nails. Come and see this young Yashoka, covered with all over the new shoots, which stand as if it were ashamed at the beauty of our hands. See this lake surrounded by the Sindhuvar shrubs, growing on its banks like a fair woman reclining, clad in fine white cloth. See the imperial power of females. Yonder ruddy goose in the water goes behind his mate, following her like a slave. Come and listen to the notes of the intoxicated cuckoo as he sings, while another cuckoo sings as if consenting wholly without care. Would that thine was the intoxication of the birds which the spring produces, and not the thought of thinking man, ever pondering how wise he is. Thus, these young women, their souls carried away by love, assail the prince with all kinds of stratagems. But although thus attacked, he, having his sense guarded by self control, neither rejoiced nor smiled. Having seen them in their real condition, the prince pondered with an undisturbed and steadfast mind. What is it that these women lack, that they perceive not that youth is fickle? For old age will destroy whatever beauty has. This round of blandishment went on for months and years with no result.